The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John.
Glory to you, Lord.
Jesus went to the Mount of Olives, but early in the morning he arrived again in the temple area, and all the people started coming to him, and he sat down and taught them. Then the scribes and the Pharisees brought a woman who had been caught in adultery and made her stand in the middle. They said to him, "Teacher, this woman was caught in the very act of committing adultery. Now in the law, Moses commanded us to stone such women. So what do you say?" They said this to test him, so that they could have some charge to bring against him. Jesus bent down and began to write on the ground with his finger. But when they continued asking him, he straightened up and said to them, "Let the one among you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her." Again he bent down and wrote on the ground. And in response they went away one by one, beginning with the elders. So he was left alone with the woman before him. Then Jesus straightened up and said to her, "Woman, where are they? Has no one condemned you?" She replied, "No one, sir." And Jesus said, "Neither do I condemn you. Go, and from now on, do not sin anymore." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
I'm going to make a short and annoying analogy, I guess. How often do we use facts and figures and, stories or experiences from our life as the Pharisees used the adulterous woman? How many times do we use stories to get an emotional response to throw people off guard so that we can have power over them? How many times do we seek pride and power rather than truth? This is what this gospel and this first reading come down to at the end of the day. What is the price of truth? And are we willing to go after it? There's a phrase by Father Mike Scanlon, who passed away, and it was, "God opposes the prideful even when they're right." Even when the Pharisees may have been right according to the law, they were such jerks about it that really was it truth. And this is what Christ brings us. He brings us the truth without any type of pride or any type of agenda or anything like that. So in this last week of Lent coming up here, I encourage us all to reflect on, what do I use to feel power or authority over others, even if it's the smallest and most tedious small thing. Even these are opposed to God. In this Eucharist, let us receive him who cuts through all the pride and provokes us in the depths of our hearts, not so that we can be shamed, but so that we can be converted.